Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Week 9 NFL pitching predictions. Nick Albrecht here again. Um, First of all, I gotta say that Vikings rant video I did the other day, that was actually pretty well. A lot of people liked it. They left me feedback for it. They said it was actually pretty well, it was a pretty good video, even though I cursed a lot, so what. But obviously, I'll take that down if the only two ways, if the Vikings win two of their next three games, or they beat Baltimore this week, or if they make the playoffs at the end of the year. So even if they like lost these next three games, and because their schedule's easier after that, and somehow made the playoffs, even if they get destroyed first round of the playoffs, it don't matter. They would make it. So that's the only three ways it'll come off. But if they fail to make the play, even if they win this week against Baltimore and don't make the playoffs, it don't matter. It still comes down because they need to prove me wrong. One of those three things they need to do. So either win two out of the next three, beat Baltimore this week, or make the playoffs. If one of those outcomes happen by, what is it, January 10th? Bang. So that's the deal. So, excuse me. That's the deal. So let's get into the week 9 picks. Already November. It's the halfway point of the season since there's 18 weeks now. So we're going to start with our Thursday night football with the Jets at the Colts. The Jets coming off over under 45.5 in that, and it's 10.5 the Colts are. Jets coming off a thriller of a win. Kind of maybe a bullshit call at the end with the Bengals. Well, you know this game, Jonathan Taylor is going to run wild. This is going to be a wild. This is going to be a wild fest. He's just going to. There's no way the Colts. They're coming off a tough loss too, but the Colts, they're obviously more competitive here. So the Colts will get the Thursday night football win. They'll win by like 17 here. I'm going to say 30-13. The Jets are just. I mean, they got lucky last week, so we'll saw our Thursday night. That'll be our Thursday night game with the Colts coming out with a W. Now on the Sunday, Browns at Bengals. Cincinnati's 2.5. Over under 46.5. Too many distractions here in Cleveland. Way too many. The OBJ, something happened with him. So he's not with the team or whatever. I don't even know. So I think the Bengals definitely win this game. There's too many distractions in Cleveland right now. There's too many. Bengals come off that tough loss, of course. I want to give the Bengals a 5-point win here. You got to, 28-23. You got to, it's going to be a close game, don't get me wrong, but Bengals here at home. If Cleveland was healthy, I'd probably go Cleveland. But, I definitely like the Bengals in this game, which should be a good game. Broncos at Cowboys. Dallas is 10. Is Dak starting? Because if Dak's starting, I could see that line being that. But I know Cooper Rush came off that fake win last week. But fancy out for Denver. Broncos, they should put up points in this game. But Dallas is going to win. The Dallas is, I guess, hot right now. I mean, they already have that division locked up. They could lose 3 games in a row. It don't matter. But Dallas right here, this is another blowout of a game. Yeah, I mean, it's still be a blowout. It's like, 31-20. It's not really a blowout, but like, just looking at the game will be, because Dallas will own them, but Denver will still put up points. So 31-20 right here. Yeah, I mean, there you go. Here's the shit game of the week. Texans at Dolphins. Miami 6.5. And congrats, Dolphins fans, whoever watches this. You're going to finally get a win. Is this game, honestly, nobody cares about. Nobody cares about this shit. It's only going to be, really low scoring, like 21-17 Dolphins right here. This is, it's just that type of game. It's just going to be 2 offensive struggles. And by the way, teams on a bye this week are Lions, Seahawks, Buccaneers, and Washington football team. So that's the teams on a bye this week. So, but yeah. Yep. So that game right there, nobody cares about. But yeah, somebody's going to get a win unless it ends in a tie. Falcons at Saints. New Orleans is 6. I'm not sure if Taysom Hill's back. I'm not sure if he is. Then you have Trevor Siemian. Ugh. No matter what, the Saints should win, you would think. Because Matt Ryan, he sucks. You know what I mean? He's not that good. But over-under is 42. It's really going to be a low-scoring game. Both of these, I mean, I'm not a Saints guy. You know what I mean? But they should win this. Give me the Saints right here. 24-10. Atlanta, they can't move the ball. And the Saints, I mean, if Siemian starts, I don't even think they score 24. But if it's Hill, they will. But I'm just going to say 24-10. But, yeah, I mean, it's really a tough game to choose. But just face it this way, the Saints should win that game. Raiders at Giants. Las Vegas is 3. Remember, Giants coming off a good game against KC, and the Raiders coming off a bye. But now the Raiders are out Henry Ruggs because everybody knows what he's done by now. So his career is done. That could be a distraction in this game. So you know what? That really could. That really could. This is a tough game. You gotta mess around and pick fixed game in a week and upset. I'm gonna go with the upset here. The Giants are gonna get the win at home. 27. I think they could score. They could score a lot of points in this game. I really could. 27-24. Giants get the win. I think that could be a distraction for Las Vegas right here. And I really think that Daniel Jones could really settle in and sling the ball around field to his receivers and tight ends, Evan Ingram and Rudolph. I think he could really. That's my upset of the week right there. Yep, that's my upset of the week. It's not really. It wouldn't really be an upset, but it kind of is in my opinion. But yep. Next game, Patriots at Panthers. New England's 3.5. I think even if Darnold plays, the Patriots should win this game. It's just weird. Like, remember, Belichick takes the best guy out of the game. So you would think it would be like DJ Moore, I guess. So I think, New England will win. Really close game, though. Really close game. It's going to be like a 23-20 type of game. It's going to be a 3-point win. I just think New England's a little bit more the better team here. And McCaffrey is playing to be a little bit different, maybe. But, yeah. So, I mean, it should be a good game. Don't get me wrong. It should be a good game. The next game is my lock of the week. The Bills over the Jaguars. This should honestly just be a complete disaster for the Jags. Allen should have a great game down there. The Jaguars score 7 points a week, it seems. So I'm gonna give the Bills a 20-point win here. I'll just say 35-14, 21-point win. Not easy to spend time. There's not much to spend time on that game. You just expect the Bills to get a blowout W. Last 1 o'clock game of the week. Baltimore 6-point favorites, over under 49.5. Vikings at Ravens. The other night when I said this game was going to be a blowout, I gave them reconsideration. I say, this is going to be actually going to be a close game. Reason being, I watched a bunch of other guys' predictions. They said, if you look at it, the Vikings have the better matchups, they think, on both sides of the ball, which obviously Lamar Jackson controls that game. If he plays like how he did against the Colts until like that last drive, and if he against the Bengals last 2 weeks ago, that's a game we'll win. But if he plays like he does usually, then they'll get the win. But it's going to be a really close. This game could go either way at this point. Remember last week, the other night, I said it could be a blowout. But looking at it, I don't know. Even though Danielle Hunter's done for the year, that's a key factor. But Mike Zimmer needs his job real bad. Even if they lose, they'll still hold on to him because it's the Ravens and they're not really expected to win. But if they won, it would shock them. I'm just gonna pick the Ravens here. I'm gonna give this every Minnesota game comes down to their last play. Every game. As of right now, I'm going to say 30-27 Baltimore. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings won now. Something's telling me that Baltimore's a easy team. They're a winnable team against. All they really have is Mark Andrews and more Hollywood Brown and Lamar. They really don't have a running game, and we stink against the run. So if you make them pass, that could be big. That could be big. Then if you look at our offense, you have Cook, and Jefferson, and Thielen. You would think if they don't do stupid 2-yard passes, you would think we could get the ball, we could move the ball. So that's a dangerous game right there. So if people, rolling the bet or something like that, reconsider that game because you know what? Don't be surprised if you walk out of there with the upset. Don't be surprised if the Vikings don't. If they lose like 35-24 or something, I won't be mad. But if they lose and last second fashion again, I'll be pretty pissed because every week it's like that. So, but that's gonna be the game. That's probably gonna be the game and one of the games of the week right there. It's gonna be back and forth. I think last play again. Hopefully we're on the winning side of it. Hopefully it goes into overtime and we get the overtime W again. That's gonna be a good game. On to the 4 o'clock windows. Chargers at Eagles. Los Angeles is 1.5. The Eagles, you could see right there, they could beat easy teams. They have 3 wins, right? They beat the Falcons. Who else they beat? The Lions. They blew those 2 teams out. And their other one, who they beat? I'll notice it on here. They beat. I have no idea who they beat. They have 3 wins, but Panthers. All right, there you go. The Panthers are their only impressive W. But the Chargers aren't going to lose this game right here. They could, though. The Eagles have that they have secret powers, and they miraculously win games. But the Chargers should win this game. But the Chargers don't really scare me. That's why I said we could beat them next week. We really could, because the line on that game next week, I saw, was only like 2 in Los Angeles. So Chargers are really a beatable team. Anybody could beat them. I think the Chargers win this game 27-20 this week. It still should be a good game, though. I don't like saying that about Eagles games, but it should be a good game. But the Chargers should win. This was supposed to be America's game of the week, but not no more. Packers at Chiefs. KC 7.5. Aaron Rodgers has COVID. He tested positive. This game right here, I was leaning towards picking Green Bay, but then after that, I was like, but then obviously once they flip this around, I have KC now. KC, I was gonna be like a 3 to 5 point game. Now I have KC winning by because they sometimes struggle 10 points. I'm gonna give them a 30-20 win. Over under is 48. I have it going at 50. Green Bay should still be able to put up points here, but I don't think Jordan Love's first career start's going to go into Kansas City and beat out Mahomes. That's going to be really tough to do. But it should be a good game, though. It really should. It should still be a good game, I think, because Green Bay's got guys. So, see what happens with that. Cardinals, 49ers. Arizona's 1.5. Line's a little bit weird. I know it's in San Fran, but Kyler Murray's not back to full strength. 49ers, I'm not a full sale in on them. I'm still going to pick Arizona here. They're the better team. They just, it's going to be closer than what you think, though. I'm going to say 26-21. It's going to be a closer game than what you think. But Arizona should get the dub here. I don't see why not. And yeah. Sunday Night Football, really good game, back-to-back weeks in a row. Titans at Rams. Rams are 7.5. It's a shame that Henry's on it, though, because it would make it more exciting. Rams should definitely win, though, now. Still should be high scoring, don't get me wrong. I'm going to give it a 31-24 Rams W. That stadium should be loud. SoFi Stadium on Sunday Night Football like that. Stafford and the boys out there, Darrell Henderson, Tannehill should be able to still do well. But it's really going to be at least it's a better Sunday night game than seeing, let's make up two teams. It's not a game on the schedule this year. I'm just going to make it up. It's better than seeing Saints versus Patriots. It's better than that. But that game right there, it should be a good game, but the Rams will win. Excuse me, I cough. I had a little bit of the after effects of the COVID, just coughing a lot, but getting there, so that's good. Then we have Monday Night Football. Bears at Steelers. Pitt is 6.5. I definitely like Pitt here. The Bears. Ugh. The Bears. I'm not a Bears guy. Over-under is only 40 on the game though, so that's telling you right here it's definitely gonna be low scoring. I'm gonna say 23-14 Steelers. I'm not a fan of either of these teams. I think Big Ben needs to retire. He's gonna be lucky that he's gonna be 5-3 after this. But they're playing. Look at the teams they've played though. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say 23-14 here. And yeah, I mean, the Bears, Fields isn't the guy this year. He's not the answer, but yeah, so that's it. That's the predictions this week. There should be still should be a lot of good games. And obviously I'll be wrong on a few. Then I'll be right on some, but yeah, there's a lot of good games this week. Next Thursday night, we have another shit fest, too. We have Ravens at Dolphins. Maybe the Ravens could be looking ahead, too. Short week. They have Miami coming up, a hard-fought game against Min, or maybe they'll look ahead to an easy W, and we can shock them. So that game right there, that Minnesota game, hopefully I left some people with some question marks coming out of their heads. You know what I mean? Thinking about that, because I've reconsidered that game. I thought about it, because, after a loss, on Sunday night, right after a loss, you're always mad at your team. But usually by, Tuesday, you get over it. Monday, you think about it. Or if they play on Monday Night Football, you think about it on Tuesday. Or if they play Thursday, you think about it actually all weekend. But usually on Monday, you think about it. And as a player, they get all mad and upset and all that. But by yesterday, so usually every week on Tuesday, I give it a day. Then by Tuesday, I start looking at predictions and stuff. And I sometimes don't even know to schedule all the games until the following week, until Tuesday, because I don't remember every game by heart. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the game this week, and we're gonna my the only thing I'm screwing up on with these predictions. I'll do better next year. It's keeping a week by week record. I don't know. I just like predicting games. I've always liked doing that. But next year I'll start with the record by week, but hopefully, and another thing, hopefully everybody enjoyed the World Series last night. A lot of people hate the Astros. The Braves obviously won. My thing is, the Braves are in my division, but who cares? We got a World Series years ago, and you know what? They deserved it. I guess it's better than the same teams every year. So next thing I'm just looking forward to is Juan Soto getting MVP, which you would think he would, because, he hit nearly 500 in the second half compared to Harper. He has 85 RBIs, whatever the hell he had. But, so let me know what you think. Already week 9. Next week we're going to be in a double-digit weeks, and we have eight more weeks of these predictions right here. I'll do something with playoffs. I'll do something I won't do every week playoff predictions. I might just do a format, what's going to happen. Then I'll do a review at the end of the year after the season's over or something, because, you know what I mean? It's more fun that way. It's like a bracket. I'll think about it. Then I'll do on that video review, of the postseason. Then I'll do, my favorite game from each week of the season. So we'll do something like that. But that's not until January, or actually, that's not till the end of February. So pretty far out there. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to try to make this an even 20-minute video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully good luck with your team this week, and hopefully Minnesota can pull off an upset, because I still have a feeling we could make the playoffs, because it's just how it is. It's just how it is. But hopefully everybody enjoyed it. Enjoy the games this weekend. Have a good rest of the week. And good luck in your fantasy leagues, too, because, I need to win in both leagues this week. But all right, enjoy, guys.